Good morning, YouTube. Man, it's been a long time since I did a dedicated YouTube only video. And I thought it would be important to do this because I feel like it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. I've been streaming now for about 5.5 years, give or take a little bit. YouTube I've been doing for about 5 years, give or take a little bit. And I want to be able to share something with you. I started streaming 5.5 years ago, at the start of the pandemic with COVID, because I got laid off from my job because I worked in the Overwatch League in live events. All live events were canceled completely. And so I didn't have anything I could do. Actually, technically, I got laid off 1 or 2, I think it was technically 3 days before the government had issued a mandate saying, like, if you got laid off at this time or after, no matter what your circumstances were, you could be on unemployment assistance. Because mine was a couple days before, I got denied. So I had no income, zero. I had a little help from my mom, which was very, very thankful to have, but it wasn't very much. It was like a couple $100. And if you know anything about living in Boston, it's very expensive. So I had given streaming a thought for a long time. And CarQ actually was the person who pushed me to give it a shot. And within a month, I went from averaging like 3, 4, 5 viewers to 10 or 20. And then I got my first ever big streamer raid from J3. And I went from being basically like a 10, 20 viewer streamer to like a 40, 50 viewer streamer overnight. And then by June, or I think it was June, was it June? Yeah, it was June. I got partnered on Twitch, which is about 75 average viewers or more. So it's actually somewhere around 100. And then the rest was history. There's another big moment in my streaming career, which was about 2022, before the launch of Overwatch 2, into which I had a massive opportunity where Overwatch did its first and one of its only ever support a streamer events, in which it gave out a exclusive Brig skin. Actually, I don't know if it's still exclusive. I think it is, for gifting subs to a streamer. And at the time, I still owed a lot of money from student loans because I went to college for 4.5 years, technically, because I transferred. But and so I had done this whole thing where I was like, you know, help me pay off my student loans. It was like mostly in jest as a joke, but people didn't take it as a joke. And it was, to this day, still my highest sub count. I had over 17,000 subs at the end of the month, and I paid off the remainder of my student loans.
Thank you.
Craziest moment of my life, probably, at that point. And it somehow got crazier. As Overwatch 2 released, my stream grew a ton. Did a ton in Overwatch. In a lot of ways was like known as the Overwatch guy. And things were good for a very long time. And then with time, you know, I didn't have as much passion playing Overwatch, but I still enjoyed the game, just not as much maybe as I used to. And I started exploring variety and doing a lot more stuff outside of just playing Overwatch. And it's been great. And I've loved every second of it. And then Rivals came out. And my stream re-exploded again. My YouTube re-exploded again. Been so thankful for like this wild roller coaster of being able to do both Rivals and Overwatch and variety, even though recently it's been a little bit less Overwatch, but I can now kind of tell you why it's been less Overwatch. I finally have been able to do something I have been intending to do for a long time. And if you know, you've heard me talking about it for a long time. And so the point of this video is to say thank you to you for making it possible. Because without you, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Without you, it really wouldn't have been possible. None of this would be possible. And I grew up pretty poor, I'd say. Lower middle class at most. My mom was a single mom, worked multiple jobs to make sure we could get by. Wasn't really ever sure for the future, you know. I had lots of things I liked, lots of things I wanted to try. And hell, even how I'm here right now in this apartment is been a bit of a roller coaster, because my other apartment that I lived in was my small 1-bedroom where I streamed to you guys for my first like 3 or 4 years of streaming, and I went through 4 floods in 4 years. If you've been around for those, good lord. And the only reason I'm in this apartment now is because after the fourth flood, I couldn't take it anymore. So I ended up moving to this apartment. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without you guys because it was significantly more expensive. I think like going from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom was like a $700 increase or something like that, which is wild. But I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. And so I want to be able to say thank you. I feel like I've never got to say true, heartfelt thank you. And those who've been around for the last few days, minutes, actually probably last few minutes, last few days, weeks, or even months, have probably caught on to where this is going. I think it's about time we say goodbye to this room and say hello to what's next. And here it is, the next chapter. Those who haven't figured it out yet, the house fund has been used. I have found my home. For those who maybe haven't been following for the last couple of years, I've been looking to move out of my apartment that it was basically not the apartment I was in the last year, but the apartment beforehand. It was kind of all like the same complex. I've basically been there for like 5 or 6 years, and I'd been looking to move out into a home for a very, very long time. And we had a joke for a long time, running joke of for the house fund. If you actually see any sponsor videos, a lot of times you'll see in the comments a lot of people are spamming for the house fund. Kind of like a meme that you guys picked up and really ran with. You guys genuinely helped me so much. And it's not like anything's gonna change. Well, actually, that's not true. I guess I'll have more time to stream again because, good lord, the last few months of getting this all together was hard. And I'm even recording this right now without internet. Internet apparently comes tomorrow. And God, I have the amount of stories I have for you guys about all the stuff that has happened the last few months that I've like kept to myself because I didn't want to like spoil it, and I also wanted to make sure it actually happened. I can finally tell you. And actually, when this goes live, I'm probably streaming for the first time. I don't know for how long, but I'll stream again on the 1st because we're gonna have the Rival Showcase for the new season, new content stuff. Hopefully that's announced by the time that this video goes out. It probably will be though. But yeah, you end up stopping by to say hi, or don't. That one's fine. I just wanted to say thank you because I don't think I've, at least for a very long time, got to sit down and say thank you like this to all of you before. Or at least if I have, it's been a very, very long time. Honestly, I think the last time was probably the Brig event during Overwatch 2 beta, where I paid off my student loans thanks to that event. Mouse pad almost just flew off my desk. Also, this desk, fucking sick. I'll show you guys it eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fill this room up. I'm honestly gonna probably get a bunch of shelves, and because like you guys have sent me so much stuff over the years, the PO box, I want to put everything up on display behind me as I build this room. Obviously, the boxes means that I'm not really done. But I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. And is this where the furniture fund starts? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, though, I don't want to ramble too long. Also, I don't know if I like the camera being right there. It's kind of freaking me out. Is it freaking you out? It's freaking me out a little bit. Like it's like it feels like it's watching me. You know, like when a lot of times when I'm streaming, like I get lost sometimes after a few hours. You know, like I just lock in on a game. But now I feel like I'm being watched. Like it's genuinely resting on the top of my monitor. Like where you see my finger right now, that's the top of my monitor. It's really strange. Anyways, I'm rambling too much. I feel like in a lot of ways, this is almost like the American dream. Building, I almost said building, buying, guying, I don't know what. Buying your first home. And I wouldn't have done it without you. So I just wanted to say thank you to you. See you around for more streams, more content, more everything. More Rivals again, more Overwatch again, more variety again. Now I got some more time. Appreciate you. I rambled way too long. Bye.